135. Let's talk about what's going to happen a week from now in the next UFC pay-per-view. Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. Is that what you're referring to? That's a fight that interests you?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. But I know Alexander Volkanovski is going to win. He's too solid on his feet. And people don't talk about how hard it is to fight short people, smaller limbs. The target's just different. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, with this overgrown baboon, he knows how to use that. He's just a lot more solid. I'm going for Ortega, but this overgrown baboon, I know he's going to win. He's only about a couple inches taller than me, too. So I love that fight. But it's not just that, too, Brett. And I've never really – and nobody's really kind of – taking this into consideration. Even somebody like Max Holloway, I have never called out Holloway. Look at any video that I've actually called out Holloway. Even when he had the belt, I have never called out Max Holloway until, you know what I'm saying? But he's another fight that I feel like in the future I would love to fight because, one, people would not believe me that I could beat him because he's so damn tall and what he's been able to do with a lot of these people. And then, two, man, I love the challenge. I love the fact that people do not believe I could beat him.
Yeah.
You know, I have never trolled Max Holloway. I have never called him out until now. What I'm saying is I think that Max Holloway fight, because nobody would believe me, is the same reason why I would want that fight. He's taller than me. He's inflicted a lot more damage on different people. But I feel like I'm just too smart. I'm too skilled, and I love the challenge if I was to ever fight Max Holloway.
Wow. So to fight Volkanovski, the motivation there would be, you know, he's good, of course, but would it be a third championship? But to fight Max, it would be what you just described, that the people would be counting you out before the fight even started.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's both. But the more I think about it too, is I would love for Max to win that belt again, and I would love, because I know Max would be the guy. Hey, I want to shut that dude's mouth up, you know. And at the end of the day, Brett, you know what I am? I'm just a competitor, man. Like, I go out and I try to push my mind, body, my spirit into the unknown territory. I don't dare to be great, as a lot of these people say. I am freaking great. I go out there and I actually conquer it. I'm not daring myself. I am great. And the difference between daring to be great and being great are two different things. You can dare all you want, but then you have the greats. You have the greats that go in there and they get the damn job done. So the dare to be great freaking comment makes me absolutely sick.
I like this, man. I wasn't expecting a Max Holloway call. What would that fight look like? What do you think would be the challenges? Where do you think your advantages would be? Break that fight down a little bit.
I think my IQ. I think my smartness. Of course, he has a range, but if that, it would be the distance. This is the thing, man. Watch my Dominic Cruz fight and look at how much taller he is than me, and look at how I was able to manage the distance, taking his legs out, the timing portion of it. I think it's just my IQ. You know, I came up with this theory of how I became successful, and I call it the art of war, where I connect the mind, body, science all together. Like, I'm literally calculating, like I'm a whole next level things where I'm able to make it into a trinity with the mind, body, science, and making sure that they're all working into one, having the right team. I personally feel that there's no doubt in my mind that I could beat him, but it's just kind of getting the opportunity and the shot. But that's, again, the Alexander Volkanovski or the Max Holloway fight would really be the ones that call my name, because those are the two fights that people wouldn't believe. At least in mixed martial arts, they don't believe that I could win, especially that Max Holloway fight. So I would love for Max Holloway to win that bout again, and I would love to go in there and fight him and to demonstrate to the world how great Triple C is. I don't dare to be great. I am damn great.
You think the UFC would get on board with that?
I think so.
I haven't really been interested in you going.
No, I think so, and I think so, and I think somebody like Max Holloway is like, hey man, I want to hurt this kid. Where Alexander Volkanovski is more like, you know, is that little twerp? Is he still talking? You know, Max Holloway would be like, hey man, this is time for me, and I like that. I personally like the fact that I'll be a huge underdog, but the ones that truly know me be like, dude, I got all my money on Cejudo, ABC. And at the end of the day, to me, it all goes back to tactics. I can beat anybody in the world. I truly do believe that, and I've demonstrated that. I've been an underdog for so many fights, and I've proven so many people wrong. You may not like me, but you definitely do have to respect me.